you something he said. This is Crypto Crew University. You guys would know about this by now. He basically made a observation, and it's a pretty good observation, and I'm going to bring it up. Hopefully it's here somewhere. So this is kind of like every single cycle, what we've had so far. Not cycle, but every single big move we've had so far. These are the percentage gains between those big moves. And what you'll notice is that, I'm not going to do it all right now, I'll just explain it to you. If you take the percentages of each of these moves, so for example, this move here in 2011, if you divide that number, 350,000% by 5.3, you end up with 62,000. If you divide 62,000 by 5.3, you end up with 11,000. If you divide 11,000 by 5.3, you end up with 2,100. So what's happening is the number 5.3 is predicting the trajectory of Bitcoin in the future as per future moves. And assuming the bottom is at 17.5K, as per his prediction, Bitcoin will top out at 90K in the next cycle. That's what he claimed. So that's an overarching claim to know before we go into this video. Now, I disagree with this entirely. And the reason I disagree with it, I don't disagree with it, I can't deny it, it's definitely true. But the reason I don't agree with it is because what happens next? Well, what's 411 divided by 5.3? If we're going to continue this trend, we have to be consistent with our logic. So if he believes in this trend, he has to be consistent, all right? So he believes in this trend. So he believes that every single cycle, we're going to divide by 5.3, and that's where Bitcoin's going. So right now, if we divide 411 by 5.3, we see that Bitcoin would only go up 77% in the cycle after 2025. And so assuming we bottom out, like, I don't know, what's like 40K, I don't know, and we go up 77%, he's assuming that after 2025, Bitcoin will never see an all-time high again. As per his prediction, as per the data he is using to make the prediction of 90K Bitcoin in 2025, he is assuming, as per that same data point, that we will never see an all-time high in Bitcoin again after 2025, which I fundamentally disagree with, and I think it outlines a major flaw in his theory. The major flaw is this. This trend cannot be sustained forever without Bitcoin simply dying, and hence it should be taken with a grain of salt. So with that said, I'm going to get back to your comments in a second, but with that said, let's get into his video. Let's see what he has to say. Let me know if you guys can hear this, by the way.
5 years are going to be so bright.
Can you hear it?
Incredible things happening.
Can you hear that? Say yes if you can hear it. Just let me know, and then I'll play the video once I get some confirmation. If you can hear this.
Bitcoin is probably going to reach $500,000.
Is the volume good? We good? Yes, we're good. Good volume. All right, all good. All right, so let's get into it. Let's go back to the start. Now, I haven't watched this video yet. I got recommended this video, and apparently it's very interesting, so I'll give you my thoughts about it. A little bit quiet. I'll turn it up a little bit for you guys. Turn it up a little bit.
Everyone in crypto would agree. The next 5 years are going to be so bright. There's so many incredible things happening. Bitcoin is probably going to reach $500,000, maybe $1 million. Right now, maybe things aren't good. We're in a bear market. But the next 5 years are going to be incredible. Everyone is going to make a lot of money. Everyone is going to be a millionaire and drive a Lambo. But what if the exact opposite were to be true? As you know, Bitcoin likes to surprise everybody. Markets like to surprise everybody. And what I'm going to show you today,
why do I feel like I'm at a cinema right now?
Is going to destroy your hopes and dreams for the next 5 years for Bitcoin. You will hate it, everything I'm about to tell you, but you will respect it because it's based on facts. And it's happened in markets, actually 2 other times in history. So what we're saying Bitcoin might do, it's actually happened before, it's happened multiple times, and markets always react like this. In today's video, I'm going to share what that is, what could happen to Bitcoin for the next 5 years, and how it could take away your hopes and dreams, but only for about 5 years. If you're new here, my name is Steve. Hit that subscribe button. I went from welfare to minting millionaires with my courses, and you can find our courses at cryptocrewuniversity.com. We're going to jump into this video right here. What I'm going to share with you is something about what happened with the Dow Jones during this entire period, and something that happened with the Dow Jones again during this entire period. Usually, these periods happen after extraordinary growth, and the markets needed to build a base.
All right, so I think I know what he's going to say. I'll make my prediction on what he's going to predict just based off the chart he's showing right now. He's going to say something like, all right, so Bitcoin's seen massive growth just like the Dow Jones did, and eventually the Dow Jones have to have a long consolidation, and so does Bitcoin. And he's going to point to the fact that we saw like some sort of flat top, and he's going to be like, well, we saw a flat top in 2021. That's my prediction. Let's see.
They didn't build a base for a week or 2 weeks or 3 weeks. They built a base for years because the growth rate was just too substantial and the markets needed to cool off and create a strong base and foundation for the next run. And once we had that next run and everyone became, very, very wealthy, we had another period of extremely slow growth. And there are signals in here. And there's things that happen in this type of a scenario that we see happening with Bitcoin. Bitcoin recently made a double top. Now, it didn't capture the attention of a lot of folks.
What did I say? What did I say? What did I say? Wait, what did I say? Let's go. Wolfpack, what did I say? I predict the markets. I predict the videos. You know how it is, man. Tell me that wasn't a good prediction. That was good. That was good. No one can tell me otherwise. I'm getting hyped. That was good. All right. Raymond said, I just came. Who is this guru? We're reacting to a video by Crypto Crew University. I haven't seen the video yet. He makes a claim about Bitcoin apparently that is pretty compelling, according to one of my subscribers. So we're taking a look. We're getting into it.
Folks. But Bitcoin has never made a double top. You can see the top here. You could see the top here, the top here, the top here. We've never made a double top. And what's really concerning is that both of these scenarios started with a double top. The scenario back here in 1960.
Rob, I swear on my life, I have never watched this video before. I swear to you, I have never watched this before. I swear, I've never watched, Rob, I don't know how I can, I don't know.
65, back in the good old days, if you were alive then, you can see that this top turned into a double top in 1969, and then a triple top in 73, and then a quadruple top in 76, and it took us literally 16 and a half years to recover. And by the way, this chart is a shout out to Excavo. Maybe somebody can message him, maybe you can message him and tell them that we gave him a shout out. But make no mistake, these markets happen in cycles. And when you have extraordinary growth, like we did from this bottom to this top, we had to have a slowdown period. We had to create a strong foundation in order to have an actual next bull run, okay? This always happens in markets, especially markets that are very, very hot. They need to cool off and create a foundation. There's nothing hotter than Bitcoin. Nothing. Nothing on earth has grown faster than Bitcoin. Nothing. You could have taken your money and put it in anything in the past 13 years, and nothing would have earned you as much of a return as Bitcoin. That's not my opinion. That's a fact. Bitcoin has never had a double top. Bitcoin has been hot, white hot, and blue hot its entire life.
So he's saying basically, and I'm gonna let him finish his point, by the way. I don't want to make too many things before he's finished his point. There's a reason why I'm staying quiet. I like to let people speak properly, get all their points out before I speak. But what I will say first and foremost is he keeps mentioning the fact that Bitcoin's had a double top. Now, I want to be very clear, and I'm going to bring up a chart to be very clear about this. This double top formation we had on Bitcoin, let me get my correct 4-year cycle chart on. This double top formation we had on Bitcoin, yes, it was a double top. Yes, we have never seen a double top on Bitcoin before. However, it wasn't out of the ordinary. It wasn't completely unpredictable. The reason why it occurred is because as per the 4-year cycle date range trend, it was predicted. It was predicted as per the date range trend in relation to bottom to tops in bear markets, and the date range trend as per the predictions from top to tops in bull markets. That top in November, although it was abstract that it topped out in the same region it did in April, that top as per a date range trend was completely predictable. So the fact that it's a double top alone, in my opinion, that's abstract. It's abnormal. But the fact that it was predictable as per a date range trend makes it less abnormal. I will also say that this original pump on Bitcoin was completely overblown. It shouldn't have gone that high. The reason it went that high, if you guys will remember, is because of Tesla, Elon Musk, MicroStrategy. There's many reasons why it went that high, but realistically, if the market acted naturally, we should have actually seen something like this on Bitcoin. And there's a reason we saw a 50% correction in May, because the market was coming back down to the fair valuation. So this double top actually was predictable, But it shouldn't have existed in the first place, not because Bitcoin was doing something weird, but because we shouldn't have gone this high in April. So that's my argument against the double top. I don't think just because we saw a double top that all of a sudden Bitcoin's ultra bearish and we should consolidate for 16 years. That's not what he's saying, but I'm just saying, like, it's not really that abnormal in my opinion. It was predictable. So, but let's continue.
Right? It only knows hot. Now, the question would be, what would
Leave a like on the live stream, guys. Let's get some more people in here. Leave a like. Appreciate it.
cause sideways move for multiple years like this? It started back here in the 60s with a double top, and it started back here in the year 1999 and 2000 and 2001 was a double and triple top. That's how it started. And then it took 13 and a half years to recover from this. And it started with a double top. It took 16 and a half years to recover from this. And it started with a double top. The double top was our warning. You can see none of these others were double tops. On the whole ride up, it was just white hot. On the whole ride up here, white hot, no double tops. But it started with a double top. That triggered a train reaction. And it took many, many, many years to recover. So the question becomes, could this actually happen with Bitcoin? How long would it last? And what would it look like? On our videos, we always provide a perspective that's new and fresh and unique. That's why you just subscribed. You don't see anybody else talking about this idea and having it be based on facts. You don't see it. That's why you come to our channel. We don't tell you what you want to hear. We tell you what's actually true in the charts. That's why you just hit that subscribe button. Now, I want to talk about what it would actually look like if Bitcoin moved sideways for a handful of years, right? Because everybody...
Well, Bitcoin moves sideways every bear market. That's what happens. Every bear market, we have 1 year of growth and we have 3 years of sideways. That's generally what happens. I mean, it wouldn't be abnormal at all. So he's going to go on and expand. I'm going to let him finish his points.
It would agree that Bitcoin is going to reach 100K in our next bull run. I don't think there'll be many people that say, I don't think so, except for folks that follow our channel, because we've also based that on facts. But now you've got further evidence.
So yeah, that's a good thing that he said. He said that he doesn't believe we're going to reach 100K in the next cycle. And again, he's basing that off of what we looked at before. He's basing that off of this trend. And that trend, as we discovered, is unsustainable. It is not a sustainable trend. It will eventually lead to Bitcoin's death. And so it needs to be taken with a grain of salt. So when he says things like, this is one thing I've noticed. He constantly pushes forward the idea that he's relying on facts and data. And although that is true, this is a trend that is based on facts and data. There's no doubt about that. The point is, he needs to go a step further. He needs to extrapolate it a step further and realize that, yes, it's based on facts and data, but it's unsustainable. So when's it going to break? We need to answer that question. But anyway, I'll let him finish his points further. I'm sure there's more stuff here.
It might not just be not 100K this year. It might not be 100K in the following year, and the following year after that, and the following year after that, and the following year after that. It might be a while until we reach 100K. We might be in this kind of a pattern similar to here. Would it be for 13 and a half years? No, I really doubt it. Would it be for 16 and a half years? No. Bitcoin moves a lot faster than these markets, and I would suspect it'll be a lot less. We'll talk about how long in a moment, but I want to start with, what would it actually look like? Okay, because we started with a double top. So we have to ask ourselves, is this a sign of what's to come, right? We have our base down here. We don't know where the bottom is yet. We have projected that the bottom is in as of a little over 90 days ago, but let's hypothetically say the bottom's not in.
So he thinks the bottom's in. He thinks the bottom's in at 17.5K. That's interesting. And I suppose that's where he's getting his 90K prediction from.
And we swing down here, and then we come back up, and we have another top up here, and then we come back down, and we have a top down, or we bottom back out, and then we have another top. I mean, we're already in 2025, right? You could see what's happened in the past.
Wait, is he serious? I don't want to judge him, but is this his prediction? That green line? What? Based on what? Based on what? Based on the NASDAQ? What is he looking at? Based on the Dow Jones. Hold on a second. Now, no, you lose me there, man. Crypto crew, if you're watching this, you lose me. You've lost me. I'm lost. You've completely lost me. You can't just point at the Dow Jones from the 1960s and see that it does this and be like, oh yeah, we saw a double top, therefore Bitcoin's going to do that until 2025. That's not analysis. That's not facts and data. What are you talking about? All right, hold on a second. Benefit of a doubt. Maybe that's, okay, I don't want to judge him. Maybe that's not what he meant. Let's continue.
We come back down and we have a top down, or we bottom back out and then we have another top. I mean, we're already in 2025, right? You could see what's happened in the past. Now, this is where things get interesting because this really goes against the grain, and I like our videos to really go against the grain. I like to make you a little bit uncomfortable with facts because what you talk about with your friends in crypto is only Bitcoin going to 250,000 to 500,000, and it seems like it's a done deal, that it's already happened, that it's 100% certainty that it's going to happen, and that's where you get into trouble with markets. There's never a certainty in markets.
I agree with that. That's a good point.
You can see this growth rate from the year 1982 to the year 2000 was astronomical, and everybody thought that growth rate was going to continue. Everybody. And that's where markets take you by surprise. Markets are designed to take the majority by surprise. They always do. And you can look back even 100 years ago, 200 years ago. Anything that's represented money has always taken people by surprise. And the surprise comes in the form of greed. Every human has greed. There's no human on earth that doesn't have any greed. And greed is really troublesome in markets because that's where you can cloud your judgment and it will take advantage of you, right? So it started with a simple double top back in the 60s. It started with a simple double top back in 1999, and it took years and years and years to recover. What could Bitcoin potentially do? How likely is this to happen? What's my honest opinion? How likely? Is it like a 5% chance or is it like a 50% chance? That's a big difference. So let's discuss that now. Is it a small chance? I would say this is definitely a chance because we've shown some early signs. Bitcoin has been white hot. We've clearly been slowing down. You can see our growth rate here, slowed a little bit here, slowed quite a bit here, and slowed dramatically here. Bitcoin is showing signs that it's ready to take a little bit of a breather and have a handful of year period like this. And by the way, this would surprise everybody, right? This top not being 100K, not being 250,000, not being 250,000, it would take everybody by surprise, especially if we crashed all the way back down to a similar bottom or lower, which could happen. So I wanted to present you the next 5 years of Bitcoin may not be what you expect. It may not be what you want.
All right, I'm about to pop off. How many views does this have? How many views? 65,000 views, 5,200 likes. Okay. What am I meant to say here? I don't want to start beef. Okay, I'll say this. He said, facts and data. He did not present any facts and data in that entire analysis. He looked at a chart, right? He looked at a chart from, as you can see, I'm going to bring it up. He looked at this chart. The Dow Jones Industrial Average, okay? From 1970 and 2000s, early 2000s. He looked at that chart. He said, this had a double top after going parabolic. Therefore, Bitcoin will. Anyway, guys, that's facts and data, and there's no disputing it, and that's it. What are you talking about, my friend? That doesn't even make sense. He literally just did the same thing as me going to... This is what he did, okay? Oh yeah, I'm on Quant right now, random altcoin. Quant has a triangle formation, okay? Therefore, if Bitcoin has a triangle formation, it should do what Quant did. Facts and data, don't dispute me, I'm correct. Bye, guys. That's literally what he did. There's no way you can tell me otherwise. He literally just looked at a chart, completely disconnected from Bitcoin. Looked at that chart, saw a double top, and said Bitcoin's going to go sideways for 5 years based on that. What? Am I wrong? Am I tripping? Please explain to me. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. But I seriously don't... There was no analysis there. He didn't do anything. He just looked at a chart. He saw that it was... Okay, this is what he did. Okay, hold on. Let me bring up the Bitcoin chart. I'm giving him the biggest benefit of a doubt I can possibly give him. Okay. He looked at the Bitcoin chart. He said, okay, guys, Bitcoin generally goes up very fast, and then it goes up again, and then it goes down, and it goes up again. Therefore, if you look at the Dow Jones does that as well. Therefore, Bitcoin should go sideways. Facts and data. Is that not what he did? Am I tripping? Is that not what he did just then? That's not analysis. Okay, let me see what you guys are saying here. Maybe I'm wrong, man. Maybe I'm wrong. Let's see. Chris Tat says, all of his analysis is based on Bitcoin's past cycles. Yeah, maybe it is. Not that one, though. He's a Bitcoin whale, guys. He's trying to stop you from buying. I don't know if he's evil, but I just think he's wrong. One fact presented. The green line he drew in paint. But yeah, like he didn't actually, I'm telling you, he didn't actually do any analysis. All he said, basically, was Bitcoin saw a double top. It's never done that before, therefore it's going to go sideways for longer. And if we look at the Dow Jones, that did that, hence Bitcoin will do it, even though they're completely separate. They're not even connected in the slightest way possible. For example, the Dow Jones in the 1970s has nothing to do with Bitcoin in 2022. Every chart has a double top occasionally. Okay, that doesn't mean it's going to go sideways until 2025. I mean, and it probably will go sideways until 2025 because of the 4-year cycle theory, but not because of this random analysis that he did that's based on nothing. I'm going to stop speaking about this because that just makes no sense, and I don't want to create beef. Crypto Crew, if you're watching this, my friend, I respect your analysis, respect everything about you, not trying to start beef. Please don't hit me with a lawsuit or anything like that. I'm not trying to take away from your channel. I was told to react to this video. I disagree with it, respectfully. I respect your opinion. You probably disagree with me. That's great. Don't sue me. My hands are in the air. I've surrendered. Please don't sue me. I'm already under attack on a daily basis in the comments section. I don't need to be under attack by... Please. I'll buy your course, please. All right, guys. Yeah, look, again, I respect Crypto Crew University. He did a good analysis. The thing he did regarding divide it by 5.3 every time, that was good analysis. I didn't know about that. He showed me that. Good on him. I disagree. It's definitely a thing. It definitely exists, and we should keep an eye on it. I don't think it will go on forever, but that was a great video because it presented something I've never seen before. The video I just watched literally makes no sense. He actually didn't say anything. He looked at the Dow Jones and he said, looks like Bitcoin, and ended the video. This was a good one. Crypto Crew, speak more about this, because that was a good video. The 5.3 divided by 5.3, that was a good video. Anyway, I don't want to start beef. I'm done. I'm done with that. Thanks for watching the video, guys. I want to take a brief look into the BitGet Exchange. Now, this is my favorite exchange. I use this exchange for trading personally. I think everyone in Wolves Crypto should do so. Why is that? Well, the reasons are very clear in my opinion. First and foremost, it's 5 times cheaper than Binance, and Binance is known to be the cheapest exchange. It's also non-KYC on your personal end if you don't want it to be, and that obviously stands true to the values of cryptocurrency being decentralized. You can also KYC if you want to make it easier for tax reasons, but if you don't want to, you don't have to. That means that it is available globally, so everyone in the world can access this exchange due to the fact that it's non-KYC, which is great. It also has a protection fund, which is a very important thing, right? Because exchanges get hacked all the time, and people get hacked all the time by people in their personal lives. If you do get hacked and something happens, you can make a claim to that protection fund. They've got over like $200 million in reserve, so that if you make a claim and your claim is accepted, you can get that refunded into your account. That adds extra security to the exchange as well. And then on top of that, it's got a reward center that's available with my referral link, and you can gain access to over 4,000 USD in rewards. And I think just a temporary time frame, there is an extra little bonus thing going on. If you sign up to the exchange, use my referral link, and you do one trade, you'll get $10 deposited into your account, regardless of whether that was a profitable or negative trade. So go ahead and sign up to the BitGet Exchange, use my referral link. It really helps out the channel, and it definitely helps out yourself. This is by no doubt, by no stretch of the imagination, the best exchange I have found in the cryptocurrency market. It's so good that I actually reached out to these guys for a partnership. They didn't reach out to me, so check it out. And then we've also got the Crypto Academy, and if you're interested in becoming a trader, if you're interested to learn how to trade, to learn how to do TA, to learn how to identify market patterns, etc., and navigate an exchange correctly, you can sign up to this course, Become a Trader, a 10-unit course. This course is, of course, developed by myself and Megawell Crypto, who's a fellow analyst in the space that a lot of you already know. We work very closely, and we work closely using our 2 separate perspectives on the market to create one very consolidated, very concise course that is no doubt extremely useful for anyone wanting to become a trader or anyone wanting to improve their trading capabilities. We've got 10 units, All of these units have been critically analyzed by ourselves and also people we know in our personal lives, and we found them to be completely coherent and completely effective in teaching people how to trade. We used different learning strategies, for example, visual learning, verbal learning, practical learning. We've incorporated all of that in, and this is by no stretch of the imagination the best course you're going to find on the internet for cryptocurrency education. So go ahead and email us here at Crypto Academy Courses to find out more information. Without further ado, I'll end the video there. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers.